Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to Telmod Emanations. And I hope you have an amazing week since the last class. Let's start with the word of the Ari. לפני הצמצום היה אין סוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אין סוף פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אין סוף. We have a miracle today, you know. We have more men than women in the class.
That is a miracle.
I don't know if you pay attention, but...
That's true.
Right? Like, what's going on? It's good. Men power, men power. We also need the women power.
We came from the yeshiva.
No, that's... I think I said, wow, it's amazing. Usually it's like more women.
Usually
than-
the opposite. Yeah.
Opposite, huh? Okay. Okay. Hopefully they will come soon. So... Now we're starting a new section. Rabbi Ashlag asked in the question, איך אפשר להבין שהנשמה היא חלק מאלוקיות? How we can understand that the soul is a part of the light. ובזה נבוא להבין מה שכתבו המקובלים במהות הנשמה, וזה לשונם. And now we're going to learn about what the Kabbalists explain about the essence of the soul. וזה לשונם. אשר הנשמה היא חלק אלוקאי ממעל, ממש, ואין בה שום שינוי כלל מן הכל. But they're saying that the soul, it's part from the light, part from God, and there's not, the soul doesn't have any change in it, מן הכל, אלא במה שהנשמה היא חלק ולא כל. But the only change is that the soul is just, thank you, let's see if it's working. Oh, yes. This is the one. Oh, זה עבד מקודם. Wait,
How many flags I have to call you back?
זה עבד לפני רגע.
Okay, bye.
I don't know. So, the Kabbalists explain that the soul, the only difference is that the soul is just a part, but it's not the whole. It's not the entire light, just part from the light.
Because that's true.
ודומה לאבן נחצבת מההר, שמהות ההר ומהות האבן שוות. הנה, now it's working.
Because
Yeah, thank you. And I should give the example that it's similar to a stone that you take out of the mountain. That the essence of the mountain and the essence of the stone, they are the same essence. ואין שום הבחן מן האבן אל ההר. And you can't find a difference between the essence of the stone and the essence of the mountain. רק בזה שהאבן היא רק חלק מן ההר. So what is the difference? The difference is just the stone, it's a part from the mountain. It's not the whole mountain. But the essence, the same essence, same DNA. וההר הוא בחינת הכל, and the mountain is everything. עד כאן תמצית דבריהם ז"ל. ולכאורה הם דברים מתמיהים בתכלית. וביותר קשה להבין איך ייתכן לדרוש בחינת הבדל וחלק מן האלוקיות. So he's saying, so it's very hard, to talk about it, how even we can think about that there is a different or a change when we're talking about the light. Because we say many times, I should explain that the light never ever change. The light is always the same. עד לדמות לאבן נחצבת מההר, ובשלמה אבן היא נחצבת מההר על ידי גרזן ומקבת, אבל באלוקיות כביכול איך ובמה התפרדו זה מזה. He's saying, if we're talking about the stone and the mountain, we can understand. We can take a hammer and we can take part of the mountain and bless you. But when we're talking about the light, how even we can imagine, that we can separate something from the light. how they can separate from each other. הרוחני נבדל בכוח שינוי צורה כמו הגשמי שנבדל על ידי גרזן. וטרם נבוא אל הביאור, and before we go to explain רב אשלג saying, נסביר מאוד עניין ההבדלה והנוהגים ברוחניים. He said, we're going to explain about that energy that Rabbi asked about the separation that, or the difference that you have, or that we have in spirituality, in different spiritual matters. ודע, you should know, אשר האישים הרוחניים מתפרדים זה מזה, רק על פי שינוי הצורה בלבד. He said, when we're talking about spiritual matters, they can be separate from each other, just in a sense that we have a different shape. When we have a different form, so now we can say they are different, they are separate from each other. Because remember, the essence never change. What changed? The form. This is why we said many times, Rabbi Ashlag explained before, a few classes ago, that, this is one of the reasons that we get confused. Now here we're talking about what? Spiritual matters. All the luminous emanations speaks about what? About the 10 emanations, the 10 הספירות, right? But for us, it's very hard to understand it, because why? We still thinking in a limited way of the 1%. And most of my day, I just look about what? About physical matters, right? So I see a lot of shapes, right? A lot of different shapes. And I get confused because I think, but those are like physical shapes. But when we need to deal with spiritual matters, we have to start to transform our consciousness to see the spiritual matters inside of the physical matters. Because they're going together, They are one. Imagine, can we see the DNA inside of the table? No, right? Like just like that. We don't see it. Can we see any DNA of any of the physical matters? No. Can we see the other person's soul when we talk with other person? So what we see, actually, we see the physical matter, right? This is why we get so confused with spirituality. Because we saw into the 1%, right, the physical matter, it's very, very hard for me to think in spiritual matters. Okay? So, this is what Rabbi Ashlag is saying here. The difference is just the shape. Just the shape. דהיינו, אם דבר רוחני אחד קונה בעצמו שתי צורות, if let's say there is something spiritual, that suddenly you have two different shapes. He's saying he buying, because we know that energy can be in different forms and can do different things at the same time. For us, it's hard for us to understand it, but it's how the light works. Thank God we have this ability of the Creator, because if not, so imagine if the light need to concentrate just one by one. How long we will wait to receive something? Yes? Can you imagine that? Maybe a lifetime till you receive maybe something, a little bit attention from the Creator. Because imagine how many billions there are in the world, right? So thank God the light can give to everyone, every second, whatever this vessel needs, right? Even that simple thing, that amazing power of the Creator, we don't even think, how does it work? How that it can happen that in the same time, different shapes, but the essence is the same, and still the Creator can give everyone according the vessel needs right now, according to the desire of the vessel. That's amazing, no? Just by itself, we can think it's amazing miracle. We should have a lot of appreciation just for that, even, right? So he's saying, "Kvar eno echad, elo shnayim." So if one essence, one energy of the light now he's buying, he's saying, like he's working with two shapes. He says, so now he's not anymore one, he's two. It's two energies. ואסביר לך, and I'm going to explain to you. בנפשות בני אדם, at the souls of human beings, שהם גם כן רוחניים. The soul is also spiritual. Rabbi Ashlag saying. ונודע החוק הרוחני, and there is a spiritual law, אשר צורתו פשוטה כנ"ל. That spiritual law, you have a very simple shape. כנ"ל. וזה ודאי שיש ריבוי נפשות. And that can happen when, imagine that there are a lot of souls, right? Because we know there are a lot of souls on earth, or spark of a soul. כמספר הגופות. So imagine, Rabbi Ashlag said, imagine how many bodies there are. So imagine how many souls there are. שהנפשות, Rabbi Ashlag saying here, you know, he speaks about the nefesh. I'm saying soul because in English you don't have the word nefesh. It's all the 5 parts, you call them soul, but Rabbi Ashlag explained about the nefesh. The nefesh, it's the lowest part. Because the nefesh is the lowest part of the soul that, you know, give all the desire to receive for the self alone. Okay? So he speaks about, Rabbi Ashlag is speaking here about the nefashot, about the nefesh. So he says, imagine, you know, how many nefashot there are, how many bodies there are. Right? שהנפשות מאירות בהם. And that spark of light, that nefesh, even the lowest part of the soul, but still, the light of the Creator exists over there. So he said, imagine, that light of the Creator, he shines inside of those bodies. You know, so it's amazing. It's amazing if we stop for a second and we start to try to think for a second, right? You know, when again, what I'm saying right now, it's not easy to do, but it came to my mind, so I want to share with you. Something that we need to start to train ourselves, right? Also, you know, when someone is pushing your button, when someone makes you upset, angry, right? Or react. If you think about it for a second, think about what Ashlag just explained. That person have also nefesh. Now think about the nefesh. Don't even think about the soul or ruach or what. Just think about the nefesh. This person have a nefesh. Even right now, he behaves with totally desire to receive for oneself alone. Okay? But still, because of that nefesh, the light of the Creator shines in his body. And this is why he can exist. So at least I need to appreciate the light of the Creator in this person, first of all. Before I'm jumping and reacting and answering back. Let me first appreciate. You know, I don't know if you watched or if you like to watch those kung fu movies, right? So back in the days, you know, they didn't go to fight with weapons, right? With the guns. Maybe they have a sword, or maybe nunchaku, or maybe nothing, just fighting. But what they did before they start the fight, even they say, you know, tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. we're going to be in the mountain, and I'm going to kill you, you know, they fight till they kill each other. But what they did before they start the fight, Daniel, what they did before?
They fist.
The what?
I said with the fist.
Oh, fist, just a second, before the fist, they bow. Right? Before. And what is this bowing, right? Imagine the people go to kill each other. Can you imagine now there is, God forbid, there is a war? You see all the generals and all the army standing and saying, okay, let's start the fight, let's go. Right? Like it looks like weird, no? So what is that bowing? He's saying actually, I recognize the Creator in you. That's it. So they bow to the Creator, they didn't bow to the enemy. They didn't bow to the body. Okay? And what Rabbi Ashlag is telling us here, telling us, listen, even the nefesh, the most desire to receive oneself alone, still, it means the essence of the light shines in this body. If the light is not going to shine in this body cannot exist, cannot be alive. So when I look at people, right, around me, or people that right now we think, oh, this person hurt me, or this person, we're complaining. Maybe we should stop and just a second. This person, even with his behavior that I don't really like right now, but still you have the light of the Creator. So at least I need to bow, I need to appreciate the light of the Creator in him. Because still he can still change, he can still connect, but somehow he showed me what I need to change, what I need to do if I don't really like it. But still, if he could push my button, and I'm so upset and angry right now, it means he could reach that place of me still having this empty space that I forgot of, and I need to take care of it. And this is amazing consciousness that Aşlag now is like bringing here. He's not even talking about the soul, talking about the nefesh, the lowest part of the soul. כמספר הגופות שהנפשות מאירות בהם, אלא שהן נבדלות זו מזו, על ידי שינוי הצורה שבכל אחד ואחד. So he's saying, so what's the difference between all of the nefashot? Just the shape. Because you see, what's the difference? Right? The shape, you see different person, different body. That's the difference. But the essence is the same. Because the essence, like Rabbi Aşlag explained before, comes from the light of the Creator. The same way that you're taking the stone from the mountain. So the essence comes from the light of the Creator. The different is the shape. This is why when we look at each other, what we actually judging? What we judging? You can judge the soul? We can't judge the soul. We judging the person, we judging the body, we judging the hair, we judging the way the person is getting dressed. We judging, I don't know, if they put like a lot of lipstick or a lot of makeup, right? That's what we're judging. But we don't judge the soul, we can't judge the soul. Right? So it means it's not just I'm not appreciating the soul that exists in this person. I'm not appreciating that this person, even though he have desire to serve oneself alone, still the light of the Creator is shining inside of his vessel. I'm adding more negativity and complaining and judging the person. And imagine if I'm not even saying it to the person. Imagine if I'm smiling to the person and I haven't done thoughts even, right? Oh my God, I'm adding even a lie. Yeah, thank God I'm not saying it because, I can still change, but he thinks I love him. But I'm like, oh my God, how much lipstick can she put? Yeah, oh, look at my makeup, wow, right? And we can smile, but actually we have a lot to say, but I don't know. So imagine like we're not connecting with the truth, and also we're connecting more with what? The empty space. This was very hard for us in the 1%, but how can I do it? By raising my consciousness up. Any person, think about it for a second. The essence is the same, right? But we have different correction. The essence is the same. We have different correction. The shape, the bodies are different also, okay? But each one of us came to this world with a gift. Each one of us can add something to somebody else. But because I'm so focused on myself and what I can receive, I don't think how I can add something to someone else. How I can add something that I can lift the person to a higher level, that now he can also see what I see and change his life. And vice versa, right? That somebody else will add something to me, but I need to be open to receive. I don't know everything, but if I think I know everything, I'm limiting myself. Imagine everything we know. Even you read, I don't know, the whole books of the universe, and you're going to be the smartest person on earth, but still it's 1%. If we can get the wisdom of King Solomon, he was the wisest person on earth, right? But he learned not just the 1% stuff. he learned also the 99% stuff. Remember, I think I showed you, or the Zohar explained that King Solomon, the Zohar explained he used different names of God, and he went to the king of the other side, and also you have different names that he can run away from there. And he went to interview him, and he asked him how he tricks us, and he gave him some answers, and then he came back with the name of God. Right? So King Solomon could do it, right? But he went there to give us answers. Okay? So okay, we're not in that level yet, but if I want to be in at least I need to be at the level I'm supposed to be. Each one of us need to reach the level that he's supposed to be. He's supposed to reach first of all. Because we have so much potential that we're not activating. So whatever we are at right now, yes, I want more, but still I'm stuck in my cocoon, in my worries, right? What people did to me, didn't do to me. I'm so busy with all of that. And instead of like doing what? Being proactive, changing myself, look above all of those worries and everything, above the empty space, and bring enough light to fulfill this empty space. Because imagine if we can just start to change and transform our consciousness to look at each person and to train my brain to respect the soul that exists in each person, what do you think? My behavior will change for the right side or for the left side? It means like chesed or judgment.
Right.
Mercy, no?
Mercy.
For sure mercy. Just this simple trick. Think about it, very simple trick, no? Well, one of the things that we do in the Tikkun Nefesh, right? When we do it on the eyes, we're supposed to meditate. I see the good in everything. You know, there are 5 Yud Ke Vav Ke, right? On each eye. I see the good in everything. We have to start to train, because remember what we repeat in every class. If we're not going to practice, how are we going to remember? This is why we have things that we need to do in a constant way every day. Part of it is the meditations, the prayers, right? Why? Because we have to practice. Also, there are many other reasons, right? They expand, there are different mochin, different blessings coming down to earth I need to connect with. But especially it's for me to practice my consciousness. Because after I did the connection, right? It's just a connection. Now, I'm walking to where? To my spiritual work. It doesn't end in the connection, right? When we do Ana Bekoach, right? Everything, or when you do the 18 blessings, or you pray, whatever those things that you're doing every day, it doesn't stay in the room. We're supposed to take this energy and now we go to another day in our correction. Okay? It's easy to stay in the room, just to meditate all day, to read, to be a spiritual person with the books, to feel so good with the books, right? But no one is bothering you, nobody could push your button, right? So the thing is to connect, to receive, energy, to connect with the love of the Creator. Now, I'm going to check it out. How can I earn it? Because now, I'm going to have tests. People will come and push my button, right? But imagine now we're going to start to train also, after the connections, you train yourself when you want to see the good in everything. Oh yeah, I want to see the soul of the other person. I want to see the good in each person that I see today. So if I'm starting to train that, you're going to start to see the good, because the opponent trained us to see what? First of all, the bad. How, we don't pay attention anymore. But how long it takes you to see the bad in the other person? Did you think about it once or twice? Check it out. Because we don't think about it, we don't even pay attention, we're thinking in a negative way. Check it out. Check what come to your mind. And if I'm not thinking about the other person negative things, check what you're thinking of. You might think just about yourself, what you want to say. So you don't really care about the person. So the person doesn't exist, it's just a body over there now, just, you know. No, you have to check your thoughts. It's very important. So there are three things. Either you think good about the person, either bad about the person, or you're thinking about yourself. Where are you at? You have to check. Right? If not, I'm just reactive. I'm not reacting to the situation. That we can check, we can measure it. Yes, you have a question? Sorry. Question?
Oh, I had a question about when King Solomon went to.
Yes.
Who did he go to?
I don't want to mention the name,
Yeah.
but it's the king of the negative side.
Oh,
He was the king.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The king. Because imagine, you know, I told you one of the classes that King Solomon, he asked for wisdom. He went to sleep and wake up with all the wisdom of the world. The same, you know, they show it in the movies, right? The Matrix, when she want to fly the helicopter, right? So what in the seconds, he said, "Do you know how to fly the helicopter?" She said, "No." So she speaks like with the upper world, right? The guy over there. Oh, yeah, let's go. Right? Right? We don't believe that we can receive the information right now. We don't believe. You know, the Rav said that people doesn't believe that the entire chaos can disappear in a second. Imagine if the entire human beings on earth will have this belief and have this thought. What do you think? You think we think it's not going to affect Earth? For sure. For sure. Do you remember that when I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, when there was the oil spilled, right, at the ocean? Remember you saw it in the news? Remember? So what we did? I don't know if you did it, but what we did, Karen went next to the ocean, was live streaming, and Karen did meditation. What's happened after a few days? Do you know what's happened after a few days? It disappeared. They don't know where it disappeared. You don't remember this? What's happened? Really?
Yes, I do.
You did the meditation? No? Really? Oh my God! It was on Facebook. It was live streaming. It was live streaming with Karen. Karen was next to the ocean. I see Karen now. She sits over there next to the ocean. Karen did guided meditation. People around the world, right? It was live on Facebook. I'm sure it was Facebook because this is live streaming. And we meditate. After I think 2 or 3 days or something like that, this oil disappeared. They don't know where. You know, you can't really like take it with palms and like it's very like it's crazy. It disappeared. Mind over matter. This is what they are teaching us, right? But we don't believe that the power that we have. We don't believe that we have this power. So imagine if we start to think differently. If we start to look at each other and to try not to see the body. Don't see the different. See the essence. Respect the essence. Respect the person's soul. So what will happen to us? I'm going to be less reactive. Because if I connect and respect the essence and respect the light of the Creator, I'm not going to be reactive right now. Right? If Karen will sit here, or the Rav will be here, or Rabbi Shimon, or the Ari, or Rav Ashlag, I can't, I respect. No. I can't behave the same. Right? If there is a person that you respect in the world, right? And in the regular days, you can be in the war room and say, "Hey, Johnny, can you bring a chair, please?" But if the person is in the room, think about it. You're not going to allow yourself to scream, "Hey, John!" No, you will walk to Johnny. "Hey, Johnny, can you bring some chairs?" We behave differently when we respect someone or respect energy. So when we start to train ourselves and see the light of the Creator, this is why those people they train so much in their lives to respect the light when they're going to kill each other. And still what do? They bow to the Creator. They respect the light of the Creator. It's crazy, no? But it's consciousness. So they're not coming from a place of reactive right now. It's a choice. But they respect the Creator. Now they go and they're fighting. We don't want to fight. We want to bring peace. But the thing is, we need to start to train ourselves. See in each person the essence, not the difference. It says about Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai that he say hello to every person. It says that he didn't wait that someone will come and say hello to him. Think about it. He was a huge Kabbalist, right? He can just walk in the street, everybody run to him to kiss his hand, to say, they give me a blessing. He didn't wait. He went to them to say, hello, good morning. He was the first to say hello. Why? He wants the light. I want the light. Kabbalists don't feel, I'm here and you are here, so you should say hello to me first. If not, okay, I'll just continue walking. So this is Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Each Kabbalist did different things, But this is one of his things. He was a high level soul. So each Kabbalist teaching us something else. There are a lot of lessons from Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. So imagine us, right? Since we wake up in the morning till we go to sleep, how many people we are avoiding, but not saying hello? Not people you know. Not even people you know. Not talking about people that you know and you avoiding them. Talking about people we don't know. Even imagine, here, you walk in the street here, you go to the gas station. And some people walking toward you, right? You don't know them. What's the problem to say hello? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's a problem?
No.
It's human dignity. Did you thought about it? We didn't think about it. At the elevator. Elevator, right? Good morning, but really good morning. Not like, good morning, good morning, good morning.
That's better than the other people.
It's better, but I would like to put my heart in it. Because you say good morning to whom? To the body? To the lipstick? To the suit?
Connect to the soul.
To what? Think about it. You say good morning to whom? To the light of the Creator, to the soul. So if now I start to train myself and I say hello, I'm connecting with the soul. Because Rav Ashlag explained, when Rav Ashlag started to talk, he started to talk to the person's heart. Not to the brain. The person's heart. So when we start to talk with someone, imagine if I meditate, I'm talking to his heart, not to his brain. You think he will listen more or less?
More.
For sure more. Because I'm affecting his heart. When we try to convince people, we try to convince them here. No, man, don't try, because it's going to be a big fight. No one is going to listen. So it's all about training ourselves. The Kabbalists, they've been in different levels. When they say just one word, we feel like thirsty. Just say more, right? They didn't say a lot. How come? Because they connect with the energy. Any word was like ocean of blessings for us. We could understand from one word so much. Not physical understanding, like spiritual understanding. We could see so many things. We can reach those levels if we will train. Every day, those things you can measure. If every day, like just what we study that's here from Rav Ashlag, right? Start to see the soul of the other person, like to know even, like you have a soul, the essence are the same. And I'm respecting the soul of the other person. And I start to talk to his heart. I want to be the first to say hello. Because I want the light, I want the connection, I want the blessings. Imagine how my life will look like, how my day will look like. This is a simple act of sharing. Somebody asks you not to give money, all of that. Yes, how much it cost? Huh? How much it cost? Right? So we can say, light, I didn't have money to say hello and good morning. I didn't have money to respect the other person's soul. I didn't have money to talk to his heart. Yes? What's the connection? Free. It says ahavat chinam, right? Unconditional love. I think it's a little bit different in English. The translation doesn't say free, but it's actually, it says ahavat chinam. It's free love. Why free? Because you can say, I didn't have money to give love. It's free. It's free. How much it costs? When you can buy love? When? Where? In Costco? Publix? In the mall? Where? It's free. So imagine what the Kabbalah is telling us here, it's all consciousness. It's not easy. But we have to practice to achieve those levels. And then what do you think? We are the first ones to have the fulfillment. We are the first ones. Because I make the effort to transform. So the same thing I'm doing every day, suddenly I'm going to reach different levels of understanding and different levels of fulfillments. Now I can share more and I can give more. And I can see more. I can see more. Yes?
In ancient China, when somebody committed a crime and they were brought to the emperors would speak the sentence, right? So they would say the sentence is some harsh judgment, right? But then the advisors would tell the emperor, exercise your benevolence. And then he would reduce the sentence a little. And they would say, why don't you exercise compassion? So the sentence would be reduced more. Exercise forgiveness, and the sentence would be reduced more. And at the end, exercise mercy.
They release him.
And mercy, and then okay, you can go, but don't do this again.
Yeah,
because
it's beautiful.
it was a lesson that to train the emperor to rule, the natural way of being was not to be benevolent. That it had to be exercised and trained on a daily basis.
And it's easy for a person that he have the power just to kill people.
Yeah.
The people actually that they think that they're against him. But this is the same way that we act in according to people around us. So maybe physically, maybe we're not, thank God we're not killing, but we delete him, right? He's not my friend anymore, she's not my friend anymore, don't call me, don't this, it's the same thing. But if we practice it, right? So, exercise it, right?
We're saying to exercise, and the more we do it, we train ourselves to see the soul, then it's an exercise that becomes stronger and stronger.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
If it didn't belong to him, he would never have had vision. So when we say, but this man had vision, because that project belonged to him from the beginning. And so it becomes enclosed.
Okay, this is amazing, right? It's actually what we talked. But listen, remember what the Rav said. Remember last week we have explained. Somebody's driving, suddenly you see here to be an amazing neighborhood, or two people look at the same place, but one see an amazing neighborhood. When I said, I see nothing here, right? Then he buy the place, develop, and he create amazing neighborhood, right? But the Rav said, why one will see and one he doesn't see, right? So the Rav said, it belonged to him, from the endless already. It's his. This is why you can see it, right? This is why we're different. The essence are the same, but the bodies, right, they are different. Like the vessel, they are different. So think about it, there are things that belong to us. There are things that belong to us that we're supposed to reveal. Now, we can reveal it now, or we can postpone it. Because our actions, we're creating more and more layers, more and more klipot. Imagine things we receive now, and there are things that in life that we receive and we say, oh, if I got it 2 years ago, I have a use for it, but now I have nothing to do with it, so we give it away. It's happened to you sometimes, people give you a gift or something and you don't have use to it, and if they give you 2 years or 3 years ago, you have used to it? Yes, no? Yes, okay. Need to squeeze the answer from you. There is a different reason for that also, but what we want to achieve, what I need right now in that journey of mine, of my correction, but right now, what I need. I don't want in 20 years from now, I want it now. If I'm supposed to reveal any blessings that can save people's lives, I want it now. I want it now. If I can have an idea to make a lot of people happy in this world, I want it now. Not in 20 years. But if I want something now, it's exactly what we said before. I have to train my brain to see the good in everything. Because the light cannot reveal in the place of darkness. So the more I'm training myself and purifying my vessel, the light can more and more be revealed. Because when we're revealing a vision, we don't know if this vision is supposed to receive 5 or 10 years ago. We think, oh, I receive it right now, but we don't know. So many times, things that we're supposed to receive or revealed get postponed because of our consciousness, because we're so stuck in ourselves. So we will like to start to, it's not just, I don't want to use this to think positive, right? It's a big word to think positive, but we like to start to train our brain about what we talk tonight. And then whatever vision we're supposed to receive, to see like something that I'm supposed to reveal, I would like to reveal it.
It becomes into the buts, and you say, you know why? He bought that because he had vision. He'll never keep it. He'll lose it in one way or another, if that's his conclusion. But if he can immediately say, that's right, now why do I have it? Because I'm such a brainy guy. There are no other people with brains around but me. All that stupid nonsense we immediately discard. We come to the essence. The essence is that which comes to me.
You got it, what I've said?
No.
That's amazing. Amazing. You see
Yes.
how everything is consciousness. I've explained, even it's his. Even we got a vision, and it's our vision, and we're supposed to reveal it. If the consciousness is not in the right place, he's going to lose it. If the person will think, oh wow, how I got it, and it's mine, and you know, all the ego, he said, sooner or later you're going to lose it. But if the person will say, how come? From all the brilliant people in the world, I received it? So now he's humble. Now he's humble, so he removed all the nonsense of the ego, of the 1%, and connect with what? With the essence, with the light. He's humbled. Wow, from all the brilliant people in the world, the light give me that vision? Oh, thank you, right? So now you're going to be successful. So also if something belongs to us, even we're supposed to reveal, if we don't have the right thought about it, we can lose it.
That which comes to me was destined only for me. So then when it comes to me, right? So why should I have to give back and so on and so forth? I said it becomes very involved. But I don't want to get into that, but that's how we would ultimately study Gemara. Not the way they study it in the yeshiva, the way I once learned it. We'll study Gemara this way. And once you have this perspective, now if you open up a Gemara, I don't care who the Rosh Yeshiva is. When you learn that Gemara, you, who've never learned Gemara in your life, with this understanding, and you're going to sit now side by side, discuss the same thing, you will see things that he never saw. You will see things that he never saw, and you will be the Rosh Yeshiva, and he will be the student. And that is the danger. And I'm writing that finally. I figured, get it off my chest. What? You're threatening him. He's the rabbi. You mean King David said that the only way he really got his knowledge from because what he learned from everybody around him, well, that's King David.
No, it's amazing what the Rav said, you know. There's normally a story that one of the Kabbalists, and what the Rav said, you know, the way that Gemara is another way of studying, right? It's also in Aramaic. And the Rav said, if we study now those studies of Gemara, but from what the Rav explained right now, but that specific consciousness, right? So a person can see things that other people that study in a different way, the same book, you can open like channel, you can see things that they can't see, right? This is why there is a huge difference between to be a religious person or to be a spiritual person. You can read the same book and have totally different understanding, okay? There's a story about one of the Kabbalist story, I forgot the name, I heard it recently, but I forgot the name, that he was a huge Kabbalist, but he needed to move to a different country. When he moved to a different country, you know, so he didn't have money, have nothing. He went to Jerusalem. It was the place of the Kabbalist over there, the yeshiva of Kabbalist. And he needed money, but he wanted to study. He didn't want them to know who he is. So what he did, he asked for a job. He said, "I will clean, to clean the floor, clean the." Imagine he's huge Kabbalist, right? Clean the floor, clean after them, the eating. So he did everything, clean. And when they study Kabbalah, because they have different studies, he was sitting on the side. He was like he's sleeping, right? And he was listening to the studies. So one of those days, the teacher, he raised a question. He put a very complicated question and to the students, and they went to vacation. And after they came back, the rabbi over there, he got a note with the answer. So without a name. So he said, "Okay, I got the answer." He got the answer. Then he gave another question. Again, nobody know the answer, and he got a note, and he got the answer. So he said, "Okay, I know one of you know the answers, but he doesn't want to be revealed. That he doesn't want me to say his name. So please, the one that answer, come to my office after everybody is leaving, the yeshiva." So at night, the rabbi is in his office, and suddenly this guy is cleaning the floor, and he's come to the office. So he said, "Oh, well, hi, welcome, come. You can take the garbage out and this." He said, "Oh no, he thought he came to clean the office." He said, "No, you said that the one that solved it to come to your office." So he looked at him and was like, "Oh wow," he was amazed that he know. So he started to speak with him, and he saw like this guy is not a regular guy. He's really, really like elite of the Kabbalist. So he told him, "Listen," in that second he told him, "Listen, tomorrow I wanted to give the class." So he said, No, I'm not giving the class. I said, "No, tomorrow give it." No. The next day they come in the morning. The rabbi, he was sitting on his chair. He didn't sit on his chair. He went and sit in regular chairs like everyone. And he told them, "Today," I forgot the name. Sorry, forgive me, Kabbalist. Sit in the chair and he's going to give the class. He just removed himself from being like the Rav said, the Rosh of the yeshiva. He said, "I'm not the main rabbi right now. He is the one." So he says, No, does have to argue. So he said, "Okay, I will put a chair next to you." So he was willing to sit to give the classes if he will sit next to him. He didn't want to disrespect him. So they sit, and since then he became to be, he taught them Kabbalah. So this is a way of a person that understand that till today, I'm supposed to teach you. From today, there is a person higher than me that receive more messages. I can study from him. No problem. There's no ego. What we do, we need to study. And it's beautiful to see how different Kabbalists, different rabbis, back then, have really high level of consciousness. What the Rav saying here, there are many, many people that actually working from control. Not just I'm talking about a religious place, I'm talking about even us. We're like holding like control for things. When someone come and have a little bit smarter than us, or no, the answer, we stubborn, only fighting back, and no, I'm not going. Why? Just let go. We can learn from every person. It's very hard for us to do. But again, among we training, we can do the let go. Just listen for the last sentence right from
Who can measure up to King David, right? Paradox here, all of a sudden, the piety. King David can learn by everybody.
Okay, so we stop here. What the Rav saying here, because King David says, "Mikol melamedai iskalti." King David says that he could learn from anyone. So the Rav saying like, yeah, King David could learn from anyone, but it's King David, right? So like, because we don't think we can learn from anyone. Sometimes we can say it, but really when in life we argue most of the time. So why you argue? Because you're right. If you don't think you're right, you're not going to argue, no? But you argue because you feel you're right. Just a second, so you want to learn and you want to be right. Okay? So the thing is, let's take what we studied. I think we studied, it's like amazing, like what the Rav should give us tonight. Thank you, Rav Ashlag. We have so many points. If we can like take even one that you can remember and practice. I really love to hear from you how it helps you in this week. And it's a week before Passover. It can be amazing preparation to practice ourselves to release a lot of negativity from our system and a lot of desire to receive for oneself alone from our system. Good luck and have a good night.